on in addition to holding a full-time job. So that's pretty good work. The fact that the rest of the family and I barely see Michelle is only a minor inconvenience. I want to say good morning to you, but the better way of saying it is welcome to the walkway over the Hudson. And this is a unique public-private partnership that was so ambitious from start to finish that it only took a couple of years to complete the construction. It was really amazing. So let me thank the Walkway Over the Hudson organization, and particularly its chair, Fred Schaefer. Well, it was Fred's vision that you could take an obsolete but sturdy bridge and make it and allow it to connect the past and the present of the Hudson River. And he took the idea to John Dyson of the Dyson organization, to Rob Dyson. You know, in all the years I've known him, I've never done that until this morning. But maybe the reason that Rob was so active is that he was the one who came to New York City over 2 years ago and convinced me at the time to talk to the governor. Then he could cut out the middleman. He could come and talk to me about why we needed this bridge. And I can't thank him enough. I know that back on May 27th, this was the groundbreaking that I missed because of the ceremony for slain police officers, but I told him I'll be back here to do the next event when the bridge is completed. That was actually May 27th last year. And so here we are on October 3rd, and we have now finished the project. And Rob, thank you so much for everything you've done. Saying that in my sleep. Joining us as we've just begun is our great United States Senator, who is always where the action is and has played a great role in this action here in creating this footbridge, the Honorable Chuck Schumer. Let us thank our own Congressman for his participation and fighting for funding in Washington, as well, Congressman Maurice Hinchy. One of my colleagues for 19 years in the New York State Senate. We worked together and have always tried to work together in all of our different roles. State Senator Steve Salan. I thought I recognized Congressman John Hall here. Congressman, thank you so much for coming today. I thought I recognized him, and I thought I would mention him. And then after that Dyson deal, I thought I'd check with Commissioner Ash before I recognized anybody else. We have with us the Dutch Foreign Minister, who also runs the Dutch Consulate, who's been involved in a lot of the project centennial celebrations. So please welcome Hugo Hayes-Saltini. And spearheading this event and also acting as my puppeteer, but tries hard not to let the spoon show, is our great Commissioner of Parks, Carol. Now, I just arrived from California where our next guest and I participated in a climate change event with Governor Schwarzenegger. And then for some reason that I'll never understand, I went shopping in the Century Mall with Governor Schwarzenegger, who I realized is not that tall. So I brought it to his attention and he said, "Don't tell anybody, or you will never come back to California." And joining me on that trip and making sure that our conversations didn't end until we recognize what New York State and other states are doing to preserve our oceans is our DEC Commissioner, Pete Grant. By the way, if you would like to be introduced in this great procession, just write your name down, drop it off here with a couple of blank checks, and we'll take care of it. And really, the first person from our administration who really worked on this issue is our Secretary for the Environment, Judith Enck, and we are so glad that she could be here this morning. Judith, welcome. So to all of the volunteers who were involved in this and to all of the organizations that contributed, it was going to take a large group of people acting coordinately and acting for the furtherance of the common effort to get this done as quickly as we could. And so I can't thank all of you enough for making that effort. And so here we are. We were proud as a part of New York State to put funding in this year's legislative budget to make sure that the Walkway over the Hudson is now part of New York's future. And I'll tell you, I've come up with this saw as I travel around the state that you can really tell the level of confidence that communities have in their own future by how they dedicate themselves to their parks and open spaces. And this neighborhood clearly sees that it's on the rise, that there's a revitalization right here in the Hudson Valley. This bridge is now the longest footbridge in the world. When the Hudson Bridge itself opened in 1889, just 2 years after the Brooklyn Bridge, it was really never given credit. It was higher than the Brooklyn Bridge, and at that time, it was the largest bridge in the world. So this is an historic cultural facility that we are here today. It has a number of tremendous features. Just to think that this derelict structure has now been transformed into a beautiful park like none other on this planet. Adorned with 27 miles of recreational foot trails and also with water parks in both Douglas and Ulster County, which makes this most beautiful crown jewel of wonderful, wonderful park system. And we think that when Henry Hudson sailed up the river, now named for it in 1609, that there would, anyone would have wondered 400 years later that people are still stunned by its austere appearance and still come from all parts of the country to learn from the bridge. We think that there will be, after hundreds of people worked on the construction of this bridge, hundreds of people, that it will yield a great economic development to this area as hundreds of thousands of people will come to visit this great, great structure. We know that young families will see this as a place to relocate. The young people will see this as a place to go to college, that the magnetism of the bridge will attract businesses to grow their businesses right here, and that it will hopefully revitalize this entire neighborhood. I'd love to